Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am fantastic, and we are back in the Spire. Last time, we beat the game? Question mark? We beat the first run with Ironclad. I have been perusing around a bit, not trying to spoil myself, but also see, is there another end? And it does seem like there is one. I'm not 100% sure how you get there, but there is something beyond the heart. Of course, we unlocked the daily climb. We also unlocked another character. And when I was editing the last video, I found that when we reached the heart and dealt damage to it, it said we had unlocked anti, which I'm not too sure about how the anti system works. I know there's an anti system in Palatro, right? But so that could be something similar to deeper levels if it works like Palatro. Yeah. Ascension. Runs get harder as you win. Win streaks are unaffected. What? Win streaks are unaffected? I'm not sure. 1. Elite spawn more often. I wonder if it... What's this? Oh, okay. Maybe you play one round, and if you win, you unlock level 2? Maybe. Silent. Yeah, because this one doesn't have a ascension. And another thing that I noticed in the editing was when you beat the game, after the credits there was a very short little cinematic thing with like a 3-pointed thing with the Ironclad mask, or this symbol, I think. And then what I assume is this, like a dagger, or this one. Red, green, and blue. But there's 4 characters. So maybe the 4th one is special? I don't know. So we're still keeping it blind. I'm not gonna look up exactly how it works, but instead I'm just gonna... I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play with the other characters and then try out the Ascension after. Maybe by unlocking the 4th character, if it's a special character, maybe it unlocks like the true ending or something. And after that, maybe try daily climb to unlock this. That's the plan. Let's go. Another thing that I want to try is to go a bit faster. I think the run that I did was very slow comparatively to what usual runs are. Okay, the Silent. 70 HP, so we're 10 HP lower than Ironclad. 99 gold, that's the same. A Deadly Huntress from the Foglands. Eradicate foes with dagger and poisons. Okay. And then Ring of Snake. So this is our starter relic. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's like the backpack relic we got on the last run. But you start with it. That seems really, really strong. Okay, so eradicate foes with your daggers and poisons. So damage over time, probably. And you draw a lot of cards. Okay, we'll see. Maybe this character has a lot of cards that cost 0. That would allow it to do use a lot of cards. If not, our gameplay with this would be to get more energy. Starting with 7 cards instead of 5 cards. Oh, it is also each combat, not each turn. So it's actually not like the backpack. Well, was the backpack at the start of the turn? Or start of combat? Maybe it was. Okay. Let's go. Exordium. Greetings, I am Niao. Did this happen last time? I don't remember it happened. At least confront the first boss. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. Max HP plus 7. Can I see next 3 combats? Yeah, I can't reach any elites in 3. Can I? 1, 2, 3. If neither of these 2 are enemies, I can reach an elite in 3 turns. I could even go like this. This one, this. I think I do that. Yes. Granted. Leave. Okay. First combat. Has 1 HP. Okay, what? Let's have a look at the deck. So this one, strikes, seems to be... Do they do the same damage as the Ironclad one? I think so. Defend, I think also was 5. Neutralize, deal 3 damage, apply 1 weak. Cost 0. That... I'm not sure how good that is. Survivor. With a lot of card draw, like these are great. Let me just say that. They are great with a lot of card draw. Survivor. Gain 8 block, discard 1 card. Oh, okay. So It's kind of like the red card that gave block and then was it expelled or exhausted a card, but this one instead discards it so that it's in your discard pile. You will draw it later on. So it's actually a better version of the Ironclad card. Okay, well, let's use a new card. Kill that. Get gold, and then a new card. Okay, so Blade Dance. Add 3 shivs into your hand. Shiv is 0. Cost 0. It's an attack. Deal 4 and then exhaust. Okay. So a bunch of small attacks seems to be what this character does, which is kind of interesting because that's sort of like what the deck we built last time was meant to do a bunch of small attacks and then boost each attack. Yeah, I will say that this is a skill and these are attacks, so if you have enemies that have a debuff whenever you do use a skill or whenever you use an attack, using Blade Dance you use 1 skill and 3 attacks, which might be a drawback for this card. Deadly Poison. Poison creatures lose HP at the start of their turn. Each turn poison is reduced by 1. Okay, so apply 5 poison is really good. You want to stack a bunch of poison. The higher you stack it, yes, it ticks down each turn, but they will also take more damage. Then Slice, which costs 0, deals 6 damage. So it's Strike. It doesn't have the Strike combo that we've seen before, but that was Ironclad specific, right? It was red cards. So we might not draw more of those. Slice. Well, it's a better Strike. I will take the Deadly Poison. Because I don't think we have... Yeah, we don't have poisons right now. And it did say that this character was supposed to use poisons. I think that's hinting towards poisons being very relevant. As you come to a dead end and begin to turn around, walls slams down from the ceiling, trapping you. 3 faces materialize from the walls and speak. Forget what you know, and I'll let you go. I require you to change to see a new space. If you want to pass me, then you must grow. Oh. I was thinking this was gonna be bad. But remove a card from your deck. That's amazing. Transform a card in your deck. Might be that's better than removing one. Because we don't have any really great cards yet. I'm unsure how random this is. If it's from the same pool as the cards. Like, does starting cards change into starting cards? Or do they change into anything? If they change into anything, this is amazing. And then upgrade a card in your deck. The only cards that I'm thinking about upgrading is Poison at this point. Maybe Neutralize. Let's transform. I want to see how transform work. So transform a card. Then Let's transform a defend. Maybe. The only thing that I'm thinking is, okay, if you... No. Let's do defend. I was gonna say strike might transform into something else. We want to replace strike towards multiple attacks, smaller attacks, probably. While defend might actually be useful for us. But if we choose to strike, we don't have that many damage cards. So if it transforms into something that doesn't deal damage, it's bad for us. So let's do defend. Yeah, okay, so it seems like it could be any card. So let's do it. Quick slash. Satisfy the wall in front of you, merge back into the ceiling, leaving a path forward. Quick slash. Deal 8 damage, draw a card. That's great. Card draw is always good. It also costs 1, which is nice. Okay, then we do have 112. So let's go to the shop. Welcome, welcome. Let's have a look. First of all, alchemize. We can't afford. Obtain a random potion. Exhaust. I think that's really good, but also probably why it's cost so much. We can't afford this either. Panashi? Power card. Every time you play 5 cards in a single turn. Oh yeah, we've seen this one before. Costs a lot, can't afford it. Panashi? Panacea? What? How come they're basically named the same? Gain 1 artifact. Exhaust. 1 artifact? Artifact negates the next debuff. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we've seen that as well. So basically this stops 1 debuff. But you have to play it. Okay. Oh, okay, there's an icon here. Okay, that's our energy. Oh, okay. Flying knee. Deal 8 damage, next turn, gain 1 energy. I really want energy, since we do have some card draw already. Heal hook. Deal 5 damage. If the enemy is weak, gain 1 energy and draw a card. Right, so this is very similar to the Ironclad card we had last time. That said deal damage, and if the enemy is vulnerable, gain 1 energy and draw a card. That card was great. I'm looking at maybe picking both of these right now. And I'm weighing that against card removal servers, which I absolutely love. Worth mentioning with this one, we don't have anything that apply weak right now, right? We actually do. Neutralize applies 1 week. So it's better than I thought, even. Okay, let's look at the other ones. Terror. Apply 99 vulnerable. Exhaust. Wow. Isn't that crazy? Okay. It seems crazy. It seems crazy to not get this, right? But the thing I want to mention is that if you have a big deck of cards and then you get this as the only thing that applies vulnerable, it might take until the last card to draw this. Can I? Okay. I was gonna say, if the upgrade was innate, if it would have had innate, it would have been busted. And a definite buy. But no, the upgraded one just costs 0. Which means that, yes, you can pick it and it will be absolutely amazing, especially in long fights against bosses. But that time you don't draw it until the last card, you'll be crying. Because if you take this, you're not gonna pick cards that give you vulnerable. Maybe you could make sure you have like a potion in combination with this that gives vulnerable, so if you don't draw this on the first turn, you use a potion. And the other thing I was gonna say was, if you have a deck of cards that is very small, so you draw basically the whole deck every other turn or every turn, then this is amazing. And I like to build the deck small. Okay. Well laid plans. Power. At the end of your turn, retain up to 1 card. Oh. That is tempting. So many times in the last run where I drew into a card that I was thinking to myself, this card would have been so good the next turn. But pretty useless during the turn I drew it. This allows you to keep that. Okay. Game plan is, if I were to buy these two, that is 70, 88, which leaves me with 30. It's not the most money efficient. Do I then instead take Heel Hook and Terror? This is an empty card, and this one you want a small deck. Well, it's an empty card in case you have weak. What is that? It's 115. Oh, I can't even afford it. Well, that makes it a bit easier. Let's then do Heel Hook and Flying Knee. And be happy with it. Um, yeah, okay. Then our goal is to reach this without 2 encounters. Whirl of goop. You fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. Frantically, you claw yourself out over several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You can feel the goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climb out. You notice that some of your gold is missing. Looking back at the puddle, you can see your missing coin combined with gold from unfortunate adventures mixed together in the puddle. Gather gold. Lose 11 health, but gain 75 gold. Or just lose everything I have. The thing is, I'm not gonna take damage for a while. Wait, I was gonna look. But I'm also going here. And then I am stuck on the right side until the end. And there's no more shops. There is another question mark. There is at least 2 more question marks where I might be able to use money. Let's take some damage and gain some gold. Oh, it was actually 75 on top of the money I already had. Interesting. It was better than I thought. Next encounter. The cleric. Right. So this one was the one that removed my curse in the last one. I could... Here, well, look at this. We have money now. So, heal 17 or pay 50 to remove a card from the deck. And it will absolutely remove a card. So good. Now we have 3 new, since the last time we chose to remove a card. We have 3 new attack cards. So I am more inclined to remove a strike. Thank you, cleric. Love your work. And we're at the elite, and all of them are at 1. They negate 1 debuff, but we have 3 energy. We have a lot of attack cards. So let's attack. We get a pocket watch. Whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn, draw 3 additional cards at the start of your next turn. Interesting. It's a bit against what I assume this character's playstyle is. But you could essentially choose some turns to be a bit more of a dud, and then the next turn you have a ton of cards. So we'll try to utilize that. Dagger Spray. Deal 4 damage to all enemies twice. Oh, no, I didn't mean to pick that. I was gonna look at it and see what the upgrade was. It's 6 to all enemies twice. Okay, so that's what I was hoping for, because that means this is essentially a better cleave. And if you've seen the previous episodes, you know how much I love cleave. Cleave was great. Right, and then this one should also be basically free. As long as we draw 2 attack cards, which... yeah, we did. Good day to you. Okay. Poison potion. Then this time, look. Don't click it. Outmaneuver. Flying knee. And then dash. Next turn, gain 2 energy. Flying knee, we have 1 in the deck. Next turn, gain 1 energy, yeah. I wonder between these two which one is worth taking. I'm considering with the pocket watch, maybe outmaneuver is worth. Oh yeah, that's one. Okay. Dash, gain 10 block, deal 10 damage. Cost 2. That's interesting. One thing that I was noticing in the last run was I was lacking in higher damage cards, I was lacking in block, and being able to use a relatively high damage card that also blocks is something that I shouldn't undervalue against bosses. But I'm leaning towards outmaneuver. Let's try now to see if I can inspect the card. Last time I clicked left click. Let's right click this. Yeah, okay, I can view it. And then this says gain 3. This one does more damage, and this one, that's actually, well, it's an equal increase in that it's increased by 3 in 2, but it also costs 2, so that makes sense. It increases linear to this one, or linear, well, parallel. Let's take outmaneuver. And now we're at the first real battle against an elite. I recognize this guy, Gremlin Knob. Of course, starting off with a lot of cards. We don't have that much energy, but we are only going to play 3 cards because we only have 3 energy, which means next turn we will draw 3 more cards on top of the usual. So let's use outmaneuver. The elite is using a buff, so we don't need to defend. So the other 2 cards we use are quick slash, and we draw another strike, which we will also use. Then we end turn. The elite roars and enrages. Enrage. Whenever you play skill, gain 2 strength. No, whenever I use a skill, he gains 2 strength. And strategic, this enemy intends to inflict negative effect on you and attack for 6 damage. Right. I don't think we need to be too worried. Okay, so now we have neutralize, which we will use. It will apply weakness to the enemy, which means it deals 4 damage. And then we can use heal hook for free. Essentially for free. And then let's see. We don't have... Oh yeah, I didn't pick that card. I was thinking about the 99 vulnerability card. We don't have it. Let's see. I want to retain as much health as possible. So the question is, can I kill him this turn? This does 8 damage. This does 8 damage, so that's 16. And then we can do another 12, which is not enough. So let's, in that case, do this. Because that will deal 5 damage this turn and then 4 damage next turn. I will say that maybe it's worth then to use poison potion. Maybe I'll do that last on in turn order. I do. Oh, that was a skill as well. So now he does 6 damage. That's worth considering for this. If I defend, which I might do still, it will only block 3. Let's do Flying Knee, Dagger Spray, and then attack once. He's down to 38. Next turn I will only draw 5 cards. And there's a lot of defend. I will have more energy because I used a card that gives me energy next turn. So, but if I draw a bunch of defend, I think it's okay to use one now. Actually, maybe what we do is use the poison, because if we don't manage to kill it next turn, we might take a lot of damage from the debuff and potential second attack. So let's use this. That means it takes 11 damage from poison at the start of its turn. Yeah, and then it will take 10 damage next turn from the poison as well, which means we should be able to kill it next turn if we manage to do what, 12, 20, 22. It will take 21 damage from the poison, and that will leave it at 17 HP. We would need 3 attack cards next turn. This one draws. If we gain, if we draw this one, we have a good chance of killing him next turn. But it's not 100%. So let's make it 100% by using this. Yes, we take a little bit extra damage this turn. But that's fine. Yeah, look at this. That's 14. Sure, this one draws a card. And yes, it was a damage card, so we would have been fine. Let's just do that and then use the blocks in case I misunderstand the poison. But I think he will die before he attacks. Yeah, good. Gold, and then enemies in elite combats have 25% less health. Interesting. And then we have Sucker Punch. Deals 7 damage, apply 1 weak. That's good. We need stuff that applies weak because of the other card we have that looks if they have weak apply to them or not. Poison Stab, deals 6 damage, apply 3 poison. Also good. We want this. Alchemize. Obtain a random potion. Exhaust. Wasn't that really good? I think so. It was in the shop. And it should be really good. The thing is, the random potion, I think, would last. Even if we don't... we might not have to use it in the combat that we use this card. And if we do keep it between combats, this is great. There's so much value in that. It is random, but from what I've seen, basically all potions are great. And you also only use this once. So, I mean, both of these are good. I want them, but this... let's take it. I think that's a card that could be good throughout the whole run. Or greater throughout the whole run. Okay, let's see. Because we have that card now as well, we kind of want to go towards more encounters. More encounters and more elites because of this. So we want to fight a lot. Here it doesn't really matter, let's go here. Ornamental Fan. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Okay, great. And then we have enemy. To Laos. So yeah, on receiving attack damage rolls up and gains 4 block. I wonder if this... well, I don't remember if their curl up interrupts their attacks. But maybe I can just kill them. No, one of them will survive, so let's keep the one that buffs. So essentially this has 18 health. Let's use Quick Slash. It now has 10. Neutralize. It's now weak. And it has 7. So let's use Flying Knee. It's dead. And I gain an energy next turn. And we still have 1 energy left. So let's apply the poison because it might do... that actually didn't trigger curl up now. I wonder if it will trigger it whenever it is its turn. Takes damage, but it doesn't trigger curl up. It uses strength and will attack this turn. What we want to do here, really, is actually stall out. Because we want to use the card that gives us a potion. Let's block. Let's block. Discard that. And then, sure, why not use this? And then next turn, we will block all incoming damage. It's on 1. And then we draw Alchemize. Obtain a random potion. And this one applies weak. Okay. Now, I mean, we could kill it, or we could just do this. No achievement for killing something without hitting it? Maybe I did hit it, I don't know. Strength potion, not necessarily what we want to see. We kind of want relics and stuff from this, as we get potions from our special card. But it's better than nothing. Choose a card. Dagger Spray. We've seen that one. This one is good. Dodge and roll. Gain 4 block. Next turn, gain 4 block. So it's 8 blocks spaced out over 2 turns. I'm not a fan. It is better than Defend, probably. But that's a very low bar to overcome. Like this one. Yeah, okay. It is 8 block. This one is 8 block. This one discards a card, which is a drawback. So it's not the worst. Acrobatics. Draw 3 cards, discard 1 card. This is maybe good. What this is... well, okay, wait. You draw this. This is a card that you draw. And then you have to pay 1 to draw 3 cards and discard 1. You lose... So you lose this card when you play it. You discard 1 card to gain 3 new ones. So it's basically you draw 1 card and you replace 1 card for 1 cost. Is that good? Is that good? Yes. Yes, it is. It has to be. It's basically draw 2. In very few occasions will you have a card that you can't discard. So 1 mana, draw 2 cards. I can also look upgrade. Yeah, okay, so then it becomes 1 mana, draw 3 cards, essentially. Let's go for that. As I say, card draw is good. And then we'll go... We want to go here, eventually. And to get there, we want to fight a lot. Am I really skipping over an upgrade? What would I upgrade? I would upgrade this, right? What does it do? 0. Okay, never mind. I don't want to do that. Yeah. This is 6. 11. 8. It's quite a big increase in relative terms. Let's actually increase with 4. Quick slash upgrade is really nice. Let's go here. It's random and we get 2 fights. You walk into a room and find a large hole in the ground. As you approach the hole, an enormous serpent creature appears from within. Oh, ho, ho, hello, hello! What have we got here? Hello, adventurer. I ask a simple question. The most fulfilling of lives is that in which you can buy anything. Do you agree? So if I agree, I get 175 gold, but become cursed with doubt. Unplayable. At the end of your turn, gain 1 week. Now, we have already met the cleric, and the cleric so far is the only way I've seen to get rid of curses. Maybe you can get rid of them in the shop. I doubt it. So picking this up, we're probably stuck with it. How bad is it to be stuck with this? We do have this. Survivor. Discard 1 card. We do have this. Acrobatics. Discard 1 card. Both of these, having a card that every time you use one of these and you have the curse in hand, you will discard it. It makes it very palatable to take this. We are not reaching a shop in a while. But once we do, in the next act, having 175 extra gold means we can buy an extra relic. So I think we take it. I agree. Yes. This will be worth it. Okay. We get the curse. The serpent rears its head and blasts its stream gold upwards. It is amazing and terrifying simultaneously. You gather all the gold. Thank you, Snake. And get going. Okay, so thinking again on this, it probably not worth, because this event, if you get it right before a shop, amazing. You get a debuff, but you also get a buff in a relic immediately. We are not getting that. We are gonna have 3 fights, an upgrade, or a rest. Depending on how much damage we take, and then a boss before even potentially getting a shop again. So, and all this time we're gonna have a debuff. Not a big one, because of the cards that we have. But in this case, for example, we have both the discards in hand and no card draw, and we don't have the curse, so we will draw the curse later, probably without a way to discard it. Actually, this is card draw. And if I understand this card correctly, the discard is after the card draw. So let's do that. And we didn't draw it. So Not the best. Then what? We have too many cards. Let's use this. It gets weak. It deals 2 less damage. What? Okay, wait. Looter steals 15 gold whenever it attacks. But I'm pretty sure I get the gold back when I kill it. So the only thing I don't want to do is have him like escape with the gold, if he can do that. Oh, right. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. I forgot about this. So I want to play 2 more attacks. I would have liked to... Well, okay, I have this as well. But I'm probably gonna play 2 more cards. It has weak. Oh, this is free then. Yeah, okay, this is free because he was weak. So I draw another one. And then I can use another attack. Is that the attack that I want to use? It draws a card. It could draw the curse. Let's go for it. It does. Okay, great. Then I have done 3 attacks, which means I got 4 block. Do I want to block again? Yes, I want to block again to then discard doubts. And then we end. We block all the damage. We get alchemize. So let's use alchemize first. It gives us another strength potion. Then the question is, do we want to set up for the next turn, or do we just want to block? I think we just block. Does this count up and then reset? So I could get 8 block if I do 6 attacks? I'm not sure. Okay. This is a longer fight than I would want. But I guess we'll see if he ever runs away, if it goes on for a long time. Okay. We drew a lot of cards because we only played 3. So now we probably... Well, we don't have much energy. Can we make him weak? Yes, with a potion. Let's use a potion, partially because I want the space in case I get one from this battle. And that's free. Let's do that. Should I use this instead? 2. Actually, well, no, that's to all enemies twice. Okay, so that is 2 attacks. So using this with strength 2 deals 12. Plus 10. Plus 8. Is that enough? 12, 20, 30 with this. Yeah, let's use that instead. Drink that. Use this. Use a strike. Well, use this first. Just to see it's easier than this. No. Okay, he stole. Yeah. Okay, so I did get all of it back, I think. But it is still 45. And we did get a potion of poison. So it's good that we used that one. Okay, 3 cards. We've seen this one before. 7 damage, apply weak. Decent. Sneaky strike. Deal 12 damage if you have discarded a card this turn. Gain 2 energy. Okay, so this is essentially free if we've discarded a card. And we have 2 cards that discard. That one and this one. The thing though is that you need to know, like, I'm kind of building towards very specific hands if I take this. I need to do discard first. Hopefully in a card that's quite bad. And then I need this in the hand as well. So it's 3 cards with relatively specific requirements in one hand for this to have value. It is worth saying that you can also play this just for 12. You don't need it to regain energy. Crippling Cloud. I do also want to see what this is upgraded. Okay, that's just extra damage. Crippling Cloud. Apply 4 poison and 2 weak to all enemies. Exhaust. Ooh. That's good. That is good. We need stuff that gives weak. We need more stuff that applies poison to properly utilize it. So I'm actually taking this. This seems good. This seems good. Situational. A little bit on the mediocre side. This seems good. Good. It does cost 2, but let's take it. Okay. Battle. Alright, we have the curse in hand, and we have no way to discard it. So that means we are, at the end of our turn, we will be getting weak. We also don't have any way to block the damage that is incoming. I wonder. How much damage can we do? We can do 3 and apply weak. That will reduce the damage by 3. That's nice. We will do that. And we will be using a potion of some sort. Maybe strength. And then do Dragger Spray. That's 12. And then we could use Alchemize. Actually, let's just drink this first. And then use Alchemize. To see what we get. We get 3 thorns. Whenever we receive an attack, damage deals damage back. I mean, yeah. Whenever receiving attack damage, deal damage back. Equal damage. Or what? Let's then just attack. Yeah. We do some damage. Question is, do we apply? We kind of want to use a potion to free up the space for after the battle. So might as well use, if we use thorns or poison, we should use it now. Let's do thorns. Okay, so yeah, it gives us 3 thorns, so whenever we take damage, we do 3 damage back. That's not as good as I had hoped. Thorns doesn't seem to be affected by weak, though. Now then, it will do 12. We can block everything this turn, if we so are inclined to. Do we want to do that? We don't have any damage cards except this, but we are also weakened, so just blocking seems like a valid strategy, I guess. Actually, we have 13. So, using this, we're energized, and then we will draw extra cards next turn. And thorns still work whenever you block. That's good to know. At this point, we just kill him. 10 damage, draw card. I want to see, yeah, this does 7 damage as well, even if you don't get the value for it, but who needs value when you win the battle anyway. Dexterity potion, right, to dexterity. Dexterity improves block gained from cards. Okay. And then we pick a card. I have noticed that there's different banner colors, which seems to be rarity of cards, because there's a lot of grays. This one's yellow. We have 2 blue. Okay. Infinite blades. At the start of your turn, add a shiv into your hand. Right. That seems good. What's the upgrades? Tell me it's innate. Oh, it is. Okay. Well. I really want that. expertise. Draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. This is not as good for us. We have card draw from this. We have card draw from this. And we have a card draw from cards. And we don't have many ways to gain energy yet. Sneaky Strike deals 12 if you have discarded a card. Yeah, okay. It's this one. That one seems good. But this wants us to play a lot of attack cards, and this will give us 1 attack card per turn at the start of our turn. So not the first turn, however. But longer battles, this will be great. Let's go for this. And then we are going for the elite. What do we get from elite? Is 25% less health. So yeah, let's utilize that and get some relics. Right. So 3 negate 1 debuff, negates 1 debuff. They will do negative effects on me, and this one will attack. Question is, do I want to... I kind of want to test this. Does this just get negated, or does it get reduced to 2? Let's try that. Then I will probably kill the one with that does damage first. No, it negates the whole thing. Okay, that's good to know. Can I get debuff on someone? Does this? No. Well, I could get a weakness potion again from this. In which case I can use this. Can I draw cards from something else? Wait. No? Ah. Let's... Wait, I don't have much damage at all. Can I even kill this? I have 6 plus 5 plus 6. So, what's that? It's 17 plus 6. I can't even kill it. Then what? This is quite bad. Okay. Should I block? Maybe I do alchemize and hope for something good. Because right now I can't really do anything that is significantly good. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of the combat. I think yes. Does it upgrade the curse? And what does that do? Let's try it. Okay, it doesn't. But let's see. This one. It is very basic cards, and this still doesn't really help us. Let's outmaneuver. Let's outmaneuver, and we'll use a defend. I do want to use this on this one as well. And then we end. I get weak, sure. Daze into discard, that's fine. I take 1 damage. Daze into discard, that's fine. I have weak, which is bad. Apply for poison to 2 and 2 weak to all enemies. So we want to do this. Well, actually, wait, it is a debuff. It's both of them are debuffs. So question is, which one gets cancelled out? Is it the poison that gets cancelled out? Let's try it for science. Yeah, okay. So it cancels out the poison, but it gets the weak effect. And then this one is just the most damage. Can I kill something? I kind of want to use this. Let's see, 6. Also 6. So that's 12. 4 plus 4. I don't seem to be able to kill anything. Wait. 6 plus 6 is 12 plus... Yeah, no, I can't kill anything this turn. But I can damage... Well, with the poison, I can kill this. Do I use this? What can I draw? Nothing that will change what I do. I guess a defend could be nice, or a survivor could be nice. But I'd rather just draw that next turn. Whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn. Well, that's not gonna affect this now. I could play 3 attacks, get 4 block. So let's make sure to do that. Let's do this first, and then that brings it down to 12, and then yeah, down to 12, and then I use strike on it as well to make sure that dies. Then the question is, do I use Infinite Blades or Lock? Let's use this. Middle one dies, that does 2 damage, this does 6 damage. Okay, I get the Shiv, draw a card, and then, yeah, okay, yeah. I will probably be able to kill one more this turn, and then what is it? It's 3 plus 8 to 11 plus 4, 15 plus 5? That's 20. So what? I can't even. Yeah, that's just defense. I can't even kill a second one this turn. What was the debuff that they applied? But okay, if I can't kill one of them now, let's use the poison on one of them and then use probably apply another weak to the same one, which will be the one that will survive the longest. And then yeah, let's just damage this one. Might as well use these. Takes 5 poison. Oh yeah, they shuffle days, that's it. Oh. Well, good thing is that we can use this on this one for free. And then we don't have a lot. What is it? Unplayable Ethereal? If this card is in your hand at the end of the turn, it is exhausted. Exhausted cards are removed from the deck until the end of combat. Yeah, okay, so it's just a one-time unplayable card. Let's see. This one takes 4 damage. That one... Oh... I would have loved for 2 more damage. But it seems like this one is going to survive this turn. I can kill this. And then let's use this. I will get a weak, but that's fine. And then take 2 damage. Yeah. Okay, well, it was a messy combat, but we made it. Okay, gold, regal, pillow. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP. That's actually nice. We kind of needed that. Because you usually heal, what is it, 15 or 25? So it will be 30 or 40, which will get us to basically full health if we rest once. Apply 3 vulnerable. That's great. And then additional card. So Blade Dance adds 3 Shiv to your hand. And we know what Shiv is. Footwork, gain 2 Dexterity. Dexterity is in better block. And then Distraction. Add a random skill into your hand. Plus 0 this turn. Exhaust. The thing with this is that, yes, it says exhaust here, but that's for distraction. Distraction gets exhausted. The random skill that you add into your hand, it specifies that it costs 0 this turn. Does that card that you add in, that skill card, does that stay throughout the combat in your deck? Whenever you use it, it goes into the discard pile, right? whenever you redraw your discard, your from your disc pile to your normal pile, and then draw it again, can you draw the skill that this adds? In that case, it might be quite good. But okay, let's say, for instance, that the card that this adds is a Blade Dance. Is that better than just having the Blade Dance? No? Ah, okay. The upgrade costs 0. So, in that case, it's better than a Blade Dance, if it is a Blade Dance. I also wonder if it is upgraded, does it add... Will it be a normal Blade Dance, or will it be a upgraded Blade Dance? Does that matter? Could this unupgraded add an upgraded skill card? But now we're comparing if this was to just add Blade Dance to a Blade Dance, but it could also add any skill card. Could it add skill cards from other characters? If it does, it seems worse. I think I'll take the Blade Dance because it also works with the relic. Okay, and then we have a rest. I will probably... Okay, it's actually 30% plus 15. Ah. So it heals 36, which is enough to reach full. Or upgrade. No. At this point, we need a health. So let's do that and then hope. I don't feel as good about this deck as I... Well, it feels worse than the deck I had last run. And we barely beat the boss last run, so... It is another boss though. Unknown. The enemy intentions are unknown, not attacking. Okay, so usually whenever I've seen this unknown, I think it's been, for the most part, spawning like ads. Let's use Infinite Blades. That's a great setup. Can I make the boss weak? No, I can make it vulnerable. I will not use this. Let's maybe... It costs 1. I wish I had more energy. Let's see. Okay, I want to use 3 attacks. I will not be able to use 3 attacks this turn. Okay, but that doesn't matter because it gives armor. With this one though, it says whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn, draw 3 cards the next turn. So I will draw 3 cards next turn. I think what we do is just hit it. Weirdly enough, it's a really bad start. But then we might want to use vulnerable. Or do we? This is just 2 attacks. Every turn coming up we will be doing more. So let's not do that. Let's just attack. Then next turn, what does it do? What did it do? I don't know. It has green stuff. It is a big attack. It is a big attack. What we can do is apply weak, which is something that we definitely want to do. Apply 2 weak to all enemies. Let's do this first. No. First we use this potion. And then we will also use... No. We might use that. I was thinking that if we use this potion, this will add maybe 2 extra block for each 3 attacks. We haven't drawn this one, which would be amazing right now. So maybe we actually try to draw for it if we can, but we can't. We don't have any card draw, right? No. Okay, so that's not gonna work. But it also means that we're not using this because we only have 3 energy left. We can use 3 attacks. So, with this. What does that say? Every time you play 3 attacks. Okay, yeah. Does this count as 2? And this is 1. Maybe we tank some of this. So what do we do? This gets weak. That actually made a lot of difference. It was 6 times 6, now it's 4 times 6. What was that? It was 12 damage less. It's doing 24 now. Still 3 energy. This one, sadly... Well, actually, we can use this. Maybe we're not gonna use this. I really wanted to use it. But I think Deadly Poison, Survivor, and maybe this is what I'll do instead. Yeah. So let's block and discard doubt. Then use Deadly Poison and Dagger Spray, and then a Shiv. We got some. We will be blocking. We reduced it by a third, and then we block a third. That is quite good. And it has poison. Okay, so now we get the shivs. Great. This turn, we will be attacking a lot. Maybe 6 times. So let's look at this. It is gonna apply a negative effect. Keep that in mind. Use that, and then basically just attack, attack, attack. That gave us 4. And it resets. Does it then? It starts counting up again. So we will use this definitely. Draw a card. What is that card? It's a block. Okay. This negates, makes it so that we negate all damage. It's 9 damage. This one is probably the better play. Yeah. It's sad to not get the second one of that, but it's probably worth it. Okay, so negative effect. Oh, okay, wait. The negative effect was now that it added a wound. It's a dead card. And then this lights up. I wonder if this will tick each turn, and then after 6 turns it does another one of those 6 times 6 attacks, maybe. I think we kill it before that. Let's... we have 5, so we can do all of these. Let's then start with this. Yeah. Start with this, and then discard one of the strikes. We can apply weak. So it does 6 damage. I will want to use this. Choose 1 to 3 random colorless cards to add 1 of 3 random colorless cards to add, and it costs 0. Let's use that. Impatient. If you have no attacks in your hand, draw 2 cards. I'm gonna have a card, an attack card in my hand, sadly. Deep breath. Shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile. Draw 1 card. That not that good. This one, yellow. Draw 3 exhaust. That seems the best. That's just 3 cards. That's great. Let's use that. We get Doubt, which is not the best. Yeah, that's not good. But we do also get Outmaneuver, which might be worth using. Let's start off by just attacking a bit. Yeah, and let's use this. That does a lot of damage and gives us energy. And the question is, can we do... We can't do 3 more attacks. So let's instead then use let's use Outmaneuver. And then 1 attack. Yeah. We are gonna be weak next turn. But we just have to accept it. Does 2 damage. That's fine. Now we draw the burn. At the end of your turn, take 2 damage. Can we discard it? We can. It will do 6 damage. Yeah, another one lit up here. It will do 6 damage and a negative effect. So let's discard. Let's block the incoming damage while discarding the wound. Let's apply more poison. And then we'll actually end the turn with leftover energy, which is not something you want to see. Well, we've had better turns. Gave us another wound. It ticks up, and this defensive, the enemy intends to block and use a buff. I haven't seen what blocking does for enemies. Does it gain armor next turn? I would assume so, but I don't remember them ever having armor after blocking. Okay. This one we use for poison, stacking that, give weakness. This one is for free. And then the question is, what do we do after that? Probably Blade Dance to get 3 shivs and just spam them. Yeah. Inflame. Did it light up 1 or 2 here? Okay, so okay, yeah, it blocked and gained 12 armor. Okay, so we have the burn, which will make us take 2 damage, and we have this, which will make us weak next turn. 3 energy, so we can play all our cards. Let's see, we could use 10 armor. This will give us 5, and this will give us 4. So taking 1 damage from this is not the worst. I was thinking, do we use this? But no. Actually, this might actually just make us take damage. And maybe that goes through block, maybe it doesn't. Well. It didn't go through, so using that might have been worthwhile. I realize now that dexterity might not disappear between rounds. So I should have probably used it at the beginning. Okay, so we're weak this round, which is sad. It will do 8 and then negative effects, which will probably be more wounds. What we have left? We have 1 wound left. But this turn I might just use this now. It seems wasteful, but if it stays between turns, no. Let's use this next turn, because this turn it won't do any difference. Yeah, let's attack, 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 and then block, block. Wound, and now it has all 6 lit up, and it does this damage. Interestingly enough, it's not as much damage as it was last time, and it's not even weak. can I don't think I can kill it this turn. I also don't have much block. I don't have any block. I can use this to get rid of burn and draw cards. Okay, so this free, and then it will now do 18 damage. I can get 4 block. Okay, so yeah, let's drink this. Yeah. And then whenever I gain block from this, let's see if that gives us 6. It doesn't. Okay, well, exhaust 20 cards. Okay, some achievement for something. It doesn't. That's okay. From cards, it specifically says from cards, so fair enough. We might want to use the defend then, because we're not killing it. The poison will deal 7 damage. We have only 2 left. So we're not killing it this turn. What we can do is apply more poison to it. And then probably lock. I kind of want this. But no. It is also applying a negative effect to us, which is probably weakness, right? Because it's been applying weakness to us a couple of times. So it would make sense to damage right now. 20 damage. 20. Poison will do 23 in 2 turns. 8 damage goes quite a long way, and an energy. Instead of with the cost of taking 7 extra damage this turn. Yes, let's do that. That should secure us a kill next turn. Unless we just draw a bunch of burns. We don't. But we do draw a bunch of defend. Okay, wait. How much? Can we do 9 damage? Yes, we can. And then just do that. Okay, good. First act. Done. Still chaos. Play the top 3 card of your draw pile. Seems good. Add a card. Ooh, okay. I see the yellow banners now. They seem to all be good. Wraith form. Gain 2 intangible. At the end of your turn, lose 1 dexterity. Lose 1 dexterity. What if I don't have any dexterity? Gain 2 intangible. Reduce all damage taken and HP loss 2. Huh. It does cost 3. What is the upgraded version? 3 intangible. This is interesting. I think this one is definitely worth taking if you don't have dexterity. It's really good against bosses that do big damage in one attack. And not that many small attacks. Hold on. Reduce all damage taken and HP loss by 1. To 1. So I assume then that if I deal damage to myself, that will waste the intangibility. So question is then, my deck of cards, do I ever damage myself? No. The doubt gives one weakness to myself. And none of the other cards damage or affects me negatively. Except for this card. So this might actually be good for me. Because dexterity seems like it's a very... I'm gonna call this character like rogue archetype specific, but since I don't have any dexterity in the deck, and I don't really plan on going for it, Wraith form basically buys you 2 or 3 turns against like really hard-hitting enemies. Okay, let's look at the other ones before I choose that one. After image. Whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. That is also interesting. This one goes the other direction. So whenever you play card, gain 1 block. Well, dexterity is specific to whenever you gain block from cards. So I don't think this one counts. Otherwise this would fit into a dexterity build. But I don't think it does. I think it fits into a attack heavy deck. Maybe a deck that has a bunch of 0 cost cards, right? And a bunch of card draw. Which is kind of what I'm going for. To just have the block there. In that type of deck. I'm seeing that these yellow ones are kind of cards that allows different play styles. Let's look at Adrenaline. Cost 0. Gain energy, draw 2 cards, exhaust. This is just, yeah, well, Adrenaline. It makes it so that 1 turn you gain a boost. And essentially what it does is whenever you draw this once, you use a card, which is good with this. Yeah, you play a card. Sorry, you play a card for 0 to gain an energy, gain a card, because this one takes up card slots and a draw slot, right? One of these draws counter outs that you got this card, and then it exhausts it. It is just good. It's just a good card. It's not a deck defining card though. Like this one, I guess this also isn't really defining the deck. It is, if you have this playstyle that this plays into, this allows you to maybe go further with that playstyle. While this one is just a good card in the same deck. While this one is also a bit in the same sits. I could use all of them. But I think this one fits too good into what I'm hoping to build. Like the shivs, the multiple cards from one card thing that I'm building. And I'm looking to not really pick up any block and do a bunch of attacks with poison and weak and vulnerable and strength. I need a lot of strength. Stuff that applies strength. This one allows that type of deck to survive. So let's do this. Okay. Right. Relic. Runic Dome. Gain 1 energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer see enemy intents. Oh, that is... What? What, so... If they're about to attack, I can't see it? I wonder if all the enemies have an attack pattern that you can learn. If they do, this is amazing for players who know those attack patterns. If it is very random though, this seems really bad. And for me that don't know any of the attack patterns, it seems terrible. Like not knowing what types of attacks are coming. Don't you just die? You die to a random attack that you don't see coming. Yeah, no, I feel like you have to like always block, and that takes up the energy you get from this anyway. I don't like this. But as I said, if there are attack patterns and you can learn those, then this is amazing. Hovering Kite. The first time you discard a card each turn, gain energy. That is tempting. Each turn. I have, I think, 2 things to discard right now. 1... 2... Yeah, 2. 2 out of 23. So this gives 2 energy per time I go through my deck, given that I play them. Sneeko Eye. At the start of your turn, draw 2 additional cards. Start each combat confused. Whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost. Oh, that's terrible. If you have high cost cards, then yes, it's probably good. But I have 1 2 cost. And the rest 1s. This one is 0. So no thanks. This one though is good. It's not meta defining. I don't think. Well, I could pick up a bunch of discard cards. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. It went a lot better than the first boss in the last run. Last run we made it out with 10 HP. Now I think we landed on like 30 or something, 35. We also have more money, I think, than we had then. Maybe we had more, actually. But I do think our deck is currently worse than what we had the first round. Maybe. We have discarded 2 cards. And this is very strong. These 3 cards are kind of meta defining for the deck, right? Meta defining is wrong. It's building something. This. I'm not sure where we'll end up. And I'm not sure if we beat this boss. Well, we will have to have some luck for the upcoming treasures in shops and stuff. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment. See you in the next episode.